let me tell you, possible on the national party, that is the Congress party. Congress is committed for the development and also for Telangana. My campaign is Abhiruddhikai Aratam, Telangana Kai Poratam, Adi Congress Tone Sadhyam. That means Congress is for development. Congress, through Congress only, my drive for working to a separate state of Telangana, and it's only possible through the Congress party.
Okay.
People have not taken that slogan.
What was the verdict? I want to ask these three gentlemen, the non-politicians, how do you read the verdict of 2009?
Let's get on to some basic statistics. Yeah. The TRS got 3.99% of the vote.
What TRS has done, how TRS
No. Let me answer that question, because you have been...
As I said in the past, all political parties in Telangana...
Why does he not allow me to speak? Because I am talking about statistics.
Let him not mislead the audience.
No. Let them decide. The audience doesn't need your guidance at this moment.
Thank you very much.
It doesn't need your condescension.
He is arguing.
He's
arguing that because everybody stood for Telangana, the vote got split.
I have heard this argument from Mr. Rama Rao. 3.99% of the vote was attained by the TRS in Telangana.
Okay.
If you add the TDP and the Congress's vote in Telangana to the TRS kitty, even then they don't exceed 12.86%.
That's absurd.
These are the statistics that were generated by your channel during the elections.
Okay, Ram, there is a confusion about how to reconcile the electoral verdict with what we're seeing now.
First of all, to equate what's happened with what happened with TRS in the election to that of the fact that there's no movement, the fact that there's no demand for Telangana among the people is absurd, because, as I said, every single party was for Telangana, firstly.
No, but nobody can dispute Telangana?
That. Nobody can dispute
if
that.
Every party represents it...
Mr. Sharma, I don't need your condescension either. Please,
let me speak.
Let me speak.
Okay, let him finish his point.
If there was no demand for Telangana, then what happened in the last 10 days? What happened in the last 15 days is nothing but a people's revolution. Congress leaders in Telangana were subjected to social boycott.
Okay, I think as always the truth is somewhere in the middle. Both of you are raising some very important points. Before I come back to the audience, quick responses from the two non-politicians. Mehboob Sahab, yes.
Mr. Asad, that said, my community is the most weakest or the most backward.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I at least do not want this Telangana issue to be a Muslim versus Hindu issue in Telangana. It's very, very clear, because you see that we just don't want. In Hyderabad state, we existed jointly. We want to exist jointly. It's very, very clear.
So do you condemn the slogan? Do you condemn the slogan that Owaisi Saab spoke about, which asks Andhraites to leave Telangana? Do you condemn that slogan?
See, we have never asked them to physically leave.
But sir, as a symbol, as a Muslim, sir, you must understand the power of symbolism. As a symbol, isn't it a bad statement?
No, of course there is no doubt about it. You see, I am not appreciative of that statement.
One second, Ram. Yeah.
I am not at all appreciative of that statement at all.
Okay, Mr. Monderi, I have
the whole world today, with the globalization and liberalization that's happening, is moving towards a mode where, there's no borders between countries itself.
Telangana people talk about the fact that Telangana existed as a separate state for 8 years, that Hyderabad was its capital before it was the capital of Andhra.
How long will we look at the rearview mirror? Look at your forward. What's the future for all of us? We need more jobs is what we're talking about, right? We need to look at what is future. Okay. If you look at the future, then you don't need to...
There's an important point he has raised. Yeah. You talk about history. Is your leadership of Telangana, it's a question I asked him before I came onto the stage, is it the same leadership that you had in the 50s and the 60s? Has it produced a Makhdoom Moinuddin who wrote a poem on Telangana? Has it produced the art, the literature, the culture that was produced during that glorious period?
Okay, we'll come back to Mehboob Sahab. With that, there are people here waiting to speak.
I know that what Mr. Rama Rao is afraid of. We were visiting Khammam recently and we visited a government office. We found in that government office that 98 out of 100 people there were from Andhra. So basically the exploitation of the Telugu people by the Andhras has been mainly in government jobs and things like that, which has really hurt them. At the same time, Andhra is not a backward state. Andhra is the top state in India now. And and you never disturb something that is doing well. If you want to divide a Bihar or UP, do it. But why you want to divide?
So I find this view very interesting because you have acknowledged that there is a lopsided development. You acknowledge that, but you don't think there should be a division. Okay, one more question to that, but this is an interesting formulation. Yeah.
I would like to say about the recent election results. If TRS lost, it doesn't mean that people don't have the sentiment for Telangana.
Madhu, take that. We're going round and round in circles about how to read. Just a minute, sir. On how to read the electoral verdict.
No, quickly, Barkha. It's 14 of ministers have lost.
Yeah.
So in my districts, only 1 out of 9 Congress has lost. So it's not that the vote against the Telangana. 4 districts Congress allegedly wiped out in spite of Congress coming back to power in the state and centre.
But answer this gentleman's question that wouldn't it be better if you promised to correct the lopsidedness in economic development that clearly does exist. And in a sense, the Telangana movement has also lasted for as many decades as it has because there has been a failure of governance.
Absolutely failure of governance, a disparity in the development in terms of development, equal development is not there. Let me tell you other thing, most important thing, Telangana people is looking for a self-respect and governance, not just the development.
Okay, let's take a question here.
Telangana is a resource poor area. It has just 1200 millimeter rainfall per year. It has a poor quality land. It doesn't have the kind of coal, the little bit of coal deposit it has is a poor quality.
Sir, Singareni Colliery is 42% of the state irrigation land in Telangana, but only 30% water was given. Ajamjai Mills, Sirpur Kagas Nagar, Nizam Sugar Mills, don't say that.
Water.
Okay, all right. Owaisi Saab, if you want to enter here, your formulation of this seems to be to express the resistance in terms of religion. I come back to the point that isn't this just adding another subdivision to this?
Our point is that historically Muslims have played a very important role in the Telangana, the old Hyderabad state. Maybe I'll let us correct it. When Telangana became part of Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad state had a 300 crore surplus. We are saying that you should call us on the table, ask us, take us our opinion. We are not going to follow any decision taken by TRS or by Congress or Telugu Desam. And moreover, only in last 5 years, some justice has been done to Muslims by providing reservation.
But aren't you ghettoizing your own community?
I am not. My stand over here is very clear. In last 5 years only, it took a chief minister from Rayalaseema.
Okay.
To provide us reservations. But the thing over here is that we are a party to the dispute. You cannot decide by talking to TRS.
Mr. Devakar Reddy, you've been quiet for very long. I want to ask you,
the Muslim condition is quite pathetic in Telangana to Andhra Pradesh to in the country.
Yeah.
So Congress has did little justice. I do agree with him.
You acknowledge that?
Yeah, acknowledge that and I fight for it.
Mr. Devakar Reddy, can we look ahead now and ask, what is this game plan in this resignations? Your resignations have not been accepted. It seems like, this is a drama. This is a drama being played out where the ending is known to everybody but to the people of India. What is the purpose of this resignation?
I would like to ask one thing, Mr. Devakar Reddy. Will people defy Mrs. Sonia Gandhi? Yes or no?
Right.
But I'm asking you a very simple question. Are you all going to insist on your resignations, or if the speaker rejects them, are you ready for a fresh election, sir? That's the question. Are you ready for a fresh election?
Right. See, it is not, as I said, it is not organized district. It is spontaneous.
Are you ready for an election?
1 second, I am coming to that point. I am coming to that point. Yesterday, Mr. Speaker called me and he asked me whether you are really interested in resignation like that. I said.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, that's the answer. Let's take a question here.
One second. One more. I am challenging that I am ready to resign. I am ready to contest from my...
Okay, all right, you answer the question.
And I will come back.
Sir, okay.
No,
now,
Mr. Reddy, you did not answer my question. Are you ready to defy Mrs. Gandhi?
Okay.
That you are not answering.
I want to have a discussion with...
Okay. Now, listen.
Brother to be Chief Minister of
One thing, another thing. Why is Rajshekar Reddy petition center to create Telangana? You are very close to him. Why did you people not object in 2004?